Hey, Kyle. Just answer these questions.
Hi, Shane. Yeah. Okay.
Would you say?
Okay.
Would you say you have an industrious spirit? Well, you're exactly what we're looking for. I got 20,000. I got 20,000 pounds of the special paper towel. I need you to sell for me, and then you. But here, I don't want you to sell them. I want you to get your friends to sell them, and their friends to get their friends to sell them. You see how this works?
Hey, this kind of sounds like a pyramid scheme.
No, it's called multi-level marketing. It's very different than a pyramid scheme.
Oh, that sounds honest. No, that sounds honest.
Yeah. So what I would like you to do, I need to.
Yeah.
Here's the part I need you to make an initial $35,000 investment. Can you do that? That will make you a. Here's what I need. You can do 35, you can do 25, you can do 10. That is bronze, silver, gold. Now, can you reach up and grab a gold star, Kyle? Because I think you can. All it's going to take is $35,000 for you to capture the Olympic spirit of gold, and then you have all.
I don't have to be athletic?
No, those guys are not athletic.
Yeah, okay, let's go for it.
All right.
Sounds great.
And that's how Kyle lost his parents' home. This is the only idea I had. I was rage driving over here.
This week on No Accounting for Taste, multi-level marketings.
Ba-ba-ba-bam!
Kyle, you're good with words. You know that, man?
I think the gym is dumb.
Did Rachel walk in the room? Of course I've eaten a Baconator.
Man, if you ain't doing CrossFit, you can get CrossFit.
You're right. A long burger's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
That's your sitcom right there as a Mr. Fix-It-All who just can't fix his heart.
We will not be defending Atlantic City.
No accounting for taste. If it's something that somebody loves, let's try and celebrate it instead of shitting on it.
Want a fitness regimen that'll keep you on your toes? Check out Fitbod, the app that creates a personalized workout routine that adapts to you and keeps you on track. Download Fitbod today and get a head start on your fitness resolutions. Get 25% off your subscriptions and get 3 free personalized workouts when you go to fitbod.me/NAFT. That's fitbod.me/NAFT. That's 25% off and free personalized workouts at fitbod.me/NAFT. This week, we're talking about multi-level marketing, everyone.
Did you ever buy something from somebody to sell to somebody else? You ever deal drugs? Drugs are like multi-level marketing.
Here are my 2 experiences. They're both going to be brief. And I know you said you had a few, so I'm going to get through mine quick. One, when I was bartending at TGI Fridays in Portland, this guy left me his number. He's like, I want to talk to you about a business.
That's the beginning to so many. I'll listen to any story when you start like that. When I was bartending at TGI Fridays, hit me with it, baby.
I was getting so much ass. That's what I said. Not the case. Anyways.
Still funny.
Yes.
This lady tried to sell me her baby. Okay. Also believable.
Very close to where Kyle is now living. This guy left me his phone number. He goes, I want to talk to you about a business opportunity. And I go, okay. And then I call him the next day and I'm like, what is this thing about? And he goes, would you like to have a coffee and talk about I have a business? And I was like, okay. So I'll meet you before I go to work at this Borders has a coffee shop. He goes, and he's sitting down and when I already get there and I'm like, great. I'm going to get a coffee. And to me, if you're meeting someone for a business meeting and it's your idea, it's like a nice move to pay for the coffee. Like it's like a professional move. This guy goes, no, I'm good. And I go, okay, well, I'll get my coffee. So I get my coffee and I sit down and he goes, so I really was impressed with you when you were bartending. And I was like, okay, thank you. Because everybody else seems to think I do a horrible job. And I was like, oh, you guys like, yeah, man,
pickup artist.
You were like talking to everyone and you were like high-fiving people. He said that. I was like, I was not high-five. I don't high-five people. And he goes, so, but I was like, so what's your thing? Like, what's this job?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, I and it was like an Amway kind. I don't even remember what he was trying to get me to sell, but it was like a sell for. But the whole spiel, I'm like, I'm gonna sell. You sell for me under my stand, and you must have lots of friends. And he goes, I know you said you go to punk rock shows and stuff, so you could get them to help. Like you have a different group of people. And I was like, I don't want to. Like I was like, this is not what I wanted. I was like, I think he knew I was out, but I do remember having a call with that because
in a circle pit trying to pitch Tupperware. Or,
yeah.
Cutlery.
No, these fucking, I got you sell the dildos for them. These pleasure parties.
Excuse me, junkies and degenerates. Can I have a minute of your time?
Yeah, and I go, this is. I don't think this is like whatever, And he calls me. He goes, well, man, if you're sure, you're sure, but you got my number. And I was like, yeah. And then I walk into that Borders like a week later because it was right by where I worked, and he's there talking to somebody else. Like he's just using this Borders with never buying a coffee or a Barnes and Noble or whatever it was, and just having people meet him there. He's just hanging out at the mall. This guy's basically a financial sexual predator energy, like just hanging out in places teenagers hang out. Trying to get us to do his job. And the other thing was like, I could tell I was smarter than him when I was talking to him. Having the feeling of trying to have someone grift you when they are dumber than you is really weird.
Well, the only successful grifters, I bet, are very intelligent. And that's why they're successful grifters.
Yes. They're the guys at the top.
Or they're super hot.
Yeah.
Was this guy hot?
I don't remember if he was hot. And then
sometimes you fall for the charm and you're like, I will go along with whatever this person says. Hot people can grift.
Hot people can. Hot people grift. That's a good
More
shirt.
so,
that's a good shirt for us too. Oven roach.
Hot people be grifting.
Oven roaches. Hot people
hotties
grifting.
be oven roaches. Hotties be grifting. HBG, baby. Hotties be grifting.
Hotties be grifting, y'all. Meow, meow. Hotties be grifting.
Some people call it hustling. It's hotties be grifting.
My other experience with it was I was in Detroit working at a club and my buddy Kunal Aurora was opening for me, and he's fucking hysterical. But Herbalife was having their biggest convention in Detroit. Yeah, massive. And the whole hotel was filled with people wearing the badges and stuff. And then the things that I remember were, one, so many Latinos. So they prey on people who are like English as a second language. Like there was a lot of that. Yeah. And then people would be in the elevator being like, oh, are you diamond level or whatever? And they'd be like, yeah. They're like, congratulations. How'd you manage that? Oof. And you're like, yeah. And then also that Pitbull was playing the football stadium as part of the Herbalife. Like that was their big reward. And I was like,
they got that money to get Mr. Miami, Mr. Worldwide.
Yes. And I remember sitting in that elevator thinking, they'll never get me with this because the things they think I want as a reward are so different than anything I would like. And my buddy Kunal is in there. He goes, and he's from Queens. He grew up in Flushing in the 80s. And he goes, all these fucking people are trash, man. Like, look at them. They're idiots and losers. How? We should be telling them to come to the show. They'll show up to anything. Like, that's like the kind of shit he was saying. Yeah. Yep. Those are my two experiences. And then somebody, when I worked at Good Eats Grill, tried to get me to do the same thing as the guy at the Borders, but I worked with her, and she was trying to get everyone to join her selling team, and everyone thought she was an idiot because she was.
Yeah.
And yeah. And we were like, we're not doing this, Micah. Your skin's too oily for anyone to take you seriously.
Oh, no, you're just being mean to Micah.
Well, who cares? She was dumb.
He seems surly about it.
Well, yeah. She also tried to tell me that that an Indian chief told the natives he had a vision about God and giving the pilgrims the land. She was like one of these kind of weirdo Christian people. So
yeah, there's some people that have just been led astray from day one, and there's not a lot of hope other than complete reprogramming.
Yeah.
That's comedically, like if you play in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is the home of Amway.
Yes.
I didn't. Do you ever play the Pyramid Scheme?
I do. I have a shirt from there. I love that place.
So do I. And I didn't put it together. I'm like, Pyramid Scheme, cool name for a bar. And like that giant building across the street is headquarters of Amway. I'm like, oh, you're roasting them right here. And then it's always fun. If you're doing 2 shows, you have to be like, hey, listen, I'm doing 2 shows. So if you guys had a good time and you tell 3 of your friends to come to the show, and they tell 3 of their friends. So that's a little like
that's a classic Canadian. Kind of yeah.
Yeah, you give them a little. They're like, okay, every comedian makes that joke when they come here. You're like, but I never heard it, so you get it from me. Which it is, I mean, it is pyramid scheme. Like, there's so many things that are vaguely like pyramid schemey. Like Hollywood, showbiz for one, where you get a manager and then the manager, like it's kind of like reverse pyramid scheme is just like, it's more of just a scam where it's like you get a manager and the manager's like, well, you're going to be with this agent because that's my friend. And then and then that agent was like, oh, you need a college agent. You're going to be with this college agent. That's because it was the agent's girlfriend at the time. And then you're going to get with this publicist because that publicist is my girlfriend's cousin. Like, oh, there is some shady
laying out of shit.
Yeah, like big surprise, shady shit happens in Hollywood. But I was kind of like, oh, this is just everybody gets a piece of me now that you get, and you get somebody with dreams, and so you're like, yeah, anything to make it. So they're just skim. So
there's a little bit of that too, where you're like, well, then am I at the top of the pyramid, or is the pyramid upside down? Because I'm the only one doing my thing. Like, it gets weird. The thing
you have to be reminded of is they work for you.
Yeah.
All those people work for you.
Yeah.
So, but no, I early on pyramid schemes, I fell for one when I was my brief less than 1 semester at University of Illinois, Chicago. I needed a job. Like, I was just... Nobody wants to work around this college kid's schedule, part-time job. I was like, I sold watches at Marshall Fields for like 3 weeks during Christmas. And then
you got seasonal employment at the mall?
I had seasonal work. I made it less than a semester at that school. But yeah, when you don't know what a pyramid scam is, maybe if nobody's told you what it is, you're not going to know. You're a teenager.
Yeah.
You look at, and this is days you couldn't, it was not internet yet. It was, here's the newspaper, you're circling stuff. Here's an opportunity. Are you the same kind of shit. Are you personable?
We're so old, we circled classified ads.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
That's like
jobs wanted. I'm crumpling a newspaper in frustration at a bus stop. I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of this town. But so, and it sounds sketchy because whenever they don't give you the details, whenever they like hold out, they were like, oh, I want to talk to you about a business opportunity. Spit it out. It's not an opportunity if you can't tell me what it is right now.
Yeah.
That's anybody who comes to the house here. I don't have the no soliciting sign back up after we painted the house.
You have no soliciting signs on your door?
Of course. Fuck those people. First, let me address
the oldest shit I have ever seen.
Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Eventually, maybe one day, Shane, you'll live in a building that's just yours.
Yeah. I will. I like when yours is done, you can tell me what it's like.
I absolutely have no stuff. Fuck anybody coming onto my property. You're lucky I'm not holding a gun saying, you got 10 seconds. You're coming up to my house to sell me shit I didn't ask about or want. I am the rudest, biggest asshole to those people, and I am like, I cannot shake being Midwest out of my bones anywhere. Of like, oops, excuse me, oh, pardon me. You knock on my door to sell me something, I will make sure spit comes out of my mouth when I tell you to fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, fuck them. It's just crazy you have the sign, because I don't think they pay attention to the signs.
If you don't, when they don't pay attention to the sign, here's my favorite. First off, I want to address, I'm just very cold and I'm moving. I'm not like being kicked out of my home. I realize like things are bare and I'm wearing coats.
Why is there a barrel on fire behind you then?
It's not like Ruby Ridge or something up here. Here's my favorite one with if the no soliciting sign's up and the people come to the door, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my glasses. Can you help me read this sign? And then I point to the no soliciting sign, and before they can respond, the door's already closed on them. They come up now. I don't have the sign up because they painted the house. So as soon as I'm like, how are you doing today? I'm just like, what are you selling? I don't want it. Door's closed on your face. I will close the door on your face mid-sentence. I do not give a shit. You came onto my property and interrupted my day. Rotten hell. Rotten hell.
I do have I have a story.
They don't deserve respect.
I have a story about being solicited at my father's house after he died. It was like on the day of his funeral. My brother and I were outside having a cigarette, and this guy walked up. You could tell he was a nice guy, but he was like, "Hey guys, I'm selling cleaning products." And we're like, "Hey man, not today. We're in the middle of something." He goes, "I'll just show you real quick." And he starts spraying it on the car. And we're like, and then I go, "Hey, we're burying my father." And he goes, "Ha ha, okay." Left his goddamn special Windex all over my.
I would have cleaned it off. I'm gonna say something macho, like I'd beat somebody. I wouldn't beat anybody up.
Clean it off with his face.
Clean it off with the shirt that he's wearing at the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't. You do not door to door interrupting my day on my own property. You will incur my wrath. I wish I had hounds. I'll go full Mr. Burns. I wish I had I wish I had guns on display. Fuck all that. But that's here nor there with the pyramid schemes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I said, when you're a teenager, you don't know about these things. So you get roped into them. I put on my best ratty sweater that I had at college. Yeah. And went to this job interview. And when you realize you're going to sit
like a Weezery sweater?
When you go, you're going to sit in a presentation with 30 other people. You're like, this isn't a job interview. I'm like, if I can make it through, there's refreshments. That's all I was like. I'm going to fill up on snacks. At least that's my meal today.
Yeah.
Because if I get through the presentation, I can have the
cookies
platter.
and the coffee or whatever they have.
Yeah. I couldn't make it through the presentation. I'm sitting there. The guy that I responded to in the newspaper ad met me. He's like, all right, we're going to watch this video. And it was for like environmental cleaning products. Like, this is good. This company's about the environment. And this is like the beginning of like the green. Here's what you're going to sell. Are these green environmental products. Now let's watch this video from our CEO or whoever founded it. And this guy's sitting in his luxury house by his Ferraris, like all just complete, like things that just destroy the environment.
Just Wolf of Wall Streeting himself out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this could be yours if you decide to apply yourself. I'm like, this is antithetical to the very products you want me to sell. Oh, if I sell this stuff that's nice for the planet, I can get these things that rape the countryside. What? And so as soon as the video is over, the guy sitting next to me, you could tell everybody had their like liaison of who they got in. And this guy, you could tell this guy was on his last legs, like 30s, divorced, just trying to barely hanging on to
just trying to get two nickels to rub together kind of shit.
And as soon as the video is over, that like he did that kind of like we're sitting next to each other. He does the lean over. And he's like, "So what do you think?" I'm like, "I'm out." I didn't even get snacks.
it's so close to the feeling of church. Like when you're like these, like the way they talk to you.
Oh, do you think Christianity is not a pyramid scheme of the highest order?
No, I just don't think we call it that. But like yes.
Why not?
Yeah,
It is.
But like I agree.
How do you go to heaven? Well, it helps if you get other people to believe in the God you believe in.
Yeah, God, dude,
Spreading the word of Christ is what you're ordered to do.
I was Catholic. You were raised Catholic. Charlene, you were raised Catholic?
Yep.
Yeah. This is where Catholics go wrong in their MLM religion. Sex is such a sin to them. And they can't pull like an Abercrombie and Fitch move and have the hot girl out front and be like, come to church. But the Southern Baptists, while the sex is still a sin, looking to these. So they would have the cute girls kind of like be like, you guys should come to church with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, what a fucking dull Wednesday night that was. Yeah.
No, just that is, I mean, that's the ultimate pyramid scheme. Like, well, if you get more people to believe in this, then you have a better chance of going to heaven because you're a good Christian.
Money heaven.
But
not bullshit spiritual heaven. Want to come to money heaven?
No. I got two more pyramid scheme stories.
One
was just when we were all like, again, a drug dealing's also a pretty great pyramid scheme, although the product does sell itself a little bit more than Tupperware.
Yeah. Well, if drug dealers were coming to, if somebody says, if you were like, what do you sell? And I was like, I got Coke.
Yeah. Guess what? This is a perfect marriage. I got things that'll keep the Coke sealed up and fresh and dogs can't get to it. Oh, okay. Then, hey man, I know I'm selling you weed, but look at these 8x8 containers that hold your weed and keep it fresh. That's something that they're not thinking about how they can pivot or, marry the products that they're selling. Integrated marketing.
Well, integrated marketing.
You get that hustle. You get the Tupperware hustle going on top of the. Yeah. Maybe that's what all those Tupperware parties were anyway. Everybody get together, get stoned, have snacks, have wine. Oh, I need to take these leftovers home because I got the munchies.
Gotta buy
some Tupperware from me.
Gotta find out what to do with Susan's cannolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Bad. I mean, that makes sense to me. But so this kid that was hanging out with my buddy was dealing a little bit. And, the kid, this guy, you wind up hanging out with the people that are buying. So this kid was just sitting there and he's trying. It was whatever thing. He's like, no, I get you to sell stuff for me, but then you get people to sell stuff for you. So you get a percentage of whatever they make, and whoever makes. And we're like, yeah, that's a pyramid scam. What you're describing is a pyramid scam. And this kid, because he didn't know any better, he's like, no, it's not a scam. It's a scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Because he thought that term made it above board. And we're like, you're the dumb. And then he was the guy that I told you, he wound up buying like all the leaves off of something. Like, he's like, I bought 10 pounds of weed. We're like, you did not. He's like, it's real, dude. And we went out to the trunk of his car and somebody sold him not the buds, but just the leaves, just the stuff you trim the buds from.
Oh.
And he bought 10 pounds of that, which I'm sure there is something you could do with it. We didn't know. We weren't scientists.
He doesn't know what he's buying in the first fucking place.
We're trying to smoke weed, and this kid just bought 10 pounds, spent over $500 on 10 pounds of leaves.
This guy's magic beans. This guy is magic beans.
He was so, I hope he's well. I don't know what else.
He thought he was so cool. He's like, I'm going to fucking bring the guys out to the trunk of my car, open it and show them all this weed.
I think somebody, people with like the people that have goldfish brains that even if they should be embarrassed in a moment, 5 seconds later, they're thinking about something else.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking to one. You host a podcast with one.
No self-awareness at all. What are you talking about? You seem like you feel shame every waking moment.
I just can't seem to concentrate is what I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about like emotionally, like, boy, I sure did something dumb right there. Oh, that's a cool car going by. Like those kind of guys.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of like somebody who's had a great night's sleep every night of their life.
Yeah.
Somebody who no matter what happens during the day, they could have accidentally stopped a school bus on train tracks.
And
but that at 8 p.m. they're like, man, that was a good burrito. See you tomorrow. And they just sleep through the night.
They're never. Nothing is happening outside of the moment it actually happens in.
Nope. The same reason you think pyramid schemes are better than pyramid scams, and you buy 10 pounds of leaves.
Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. One of the problems with working out is that it can be boring. We get into a routine. It's Monday. That's back and biceps. Let's do the bro split. Tuesday. That's chest and tries. Let's do the bro split. Wednesday. Let's run for 4 miles on the treadmill. Look, that's fine. I get it. But it can be boring and you can reach a plateau. So you may need a little help with that. And Fitbot can do that. It takes your goals, fitness level, and even what equipment you have into account so you can keep your regimen fresh and make consistent progress through the new year and beyond. I'm trying to get washboard abs and look trippy as fuck. So come and listen to me right now. Get yourself some Fitbot. Get 25% off your subscription and get 3 free personalized workouts when you use the promo code fitbot.me/NAFT. That's 25% off for free personalized workouts at fitbot.me/NAFT. So get in there, guys. We need our kittens to look nice and fit for the new year. Beach season's right around the corner, and you don't want to be the guy sitting on the sand with his thumb up his butt. Fitbot. Download Fitbot today and get a head start on your fitness resolutions. Get 25% off your subscription and get 3 free personalized workouts when you go to fitbot.me/NAFT. That's 25% off and free personalized workouts at Fitbot, FITBOD.me/NAFT to get the abs of your dreams, everybody. Fitbot. In the NBA, the game can change in an instant. But no matter how the action unfolds, you know DraftKings Sportsbook has your back. This week, new customers can score 150 instantly in bonus bets just for betting $5 on basketball. Win or lose, you get an instant dub. Maybe you're traveling and the game you like isn't on in your hotel room, but you got stuck with Sacramento and New Orleans. How do you make that game more interesting? I'll tell you how. You go to your phone, you open up the app for DraftKings, put a few bucks down, see who's going to score, take the over-under, who knows? It's all right there on DraftKings Sportsbook. So, once again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code NAFT. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on basketball. Good luck.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Please play responsibly. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. Must be 21 or older in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
And then I used to work, this was the best, when I worked at a gas station. I worked, was the cashier in the convenience store area.
Is this where you worked with the Lenny, the crazy Italian pump?
Oh, I worked with Lenny Vitulli, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't say his whole name, but I liked him. I'd say it with pride.
Oh, Lenny!
Oh, she bent me over and blew in my ass. Oh, Kyle. My first wife, skin like milk. She fucked the flu right out of me, Kyle. You are such a weird old man.
I remember this from a previous episode.
Yeah. That's I wish I could work. I wish I could work a Lenny story into the act. Maybe one day.
Maybe one.
But so the mechanic there, he was the head mechanic, and he was a good mechanic, and he was this giant. He's a native, indigenous guy, just big motherfucker. Just didn't take shit from anybody. Everybody chain smoked, and he was I liked him, but he was could be a real hard ass.
Yeah.
Also, full tilt on Amway, which did not, the juxtaposition of this Native American chain smoking mechanic that was all about the MLMs, and he would. And eventually, I think it got to a point where he was like trying to get customers. Like, I remember like one lady walking out from the garage into the little convenience store area to pay her bill for working on her car, and he's showing her a pamphlet. And he's like, and eventually, you won't even have to model the clothes yourself because they'll project a hologram into your living room onto a model of similar sizes, so you could see how the clothing fits. And she's like, that sounds pretty great. Can I pay for my breaks now? So, all right, just take this and think about it though. And like that one, I remember her paying her bill, like not saying anything because he was a good enough mechanic that people would keep going there.
Yeah, he was like
he was an good honest mechanic,
He's
but then
so
they would put up
dumb.
with this shit. Yeah,
he was.
I'm not saying dumb. This is where I wanted to say earlier. Some people are just dumb, but some people are just get so caught up in the psychology of it. And I don't want to be too quick to call those people dumb. I think some people just see it as a way out of like the way it's pitched to them. Here's a way out of your situation.
Yeah.
Listen, people buy lottery tickets. People do all kinds of shit in the hopes of improving their station in life. So if this is a way, and then they convince these people that they're helping the next person. Yeah, I could say it. So like I would always get high with the owner's daughter that ran a gas station. And so would we'd do that with the mechanic. Like his house is a big pothead. And so he's like, yeah, come over to my house. Like I think she was like selling to him or something, selling weed to him. So like we went over and it was him and his girlfriend and they had a friend over, but it was the same thing. Clearly it was like, come on over, hang out. I want to talk to you about this business opportunity. Me and old gal roll over. We're already pretty tuned up. But we get there. Everybody's getting drunk. And we get fucking rocked. Like, people are falling down. And there's just 5 people there.
Just
we're all high
absolutely
as shit.
shit-faced.
High as shit, drunk as hell. He's trying to play ping pong with this guy. And he like goes into the wall playing ping pong. And then he gets up and within 30 seconds, he's like, I'm going to tell you about, I want to change your life. I want to change your life. I want to tell you how you could change your life and I can help you change your life.
You're just playing ping pong.
I wasn't even paying. He was playing ping pong with his friend who then he started the pitch, like the Amway pitch on it. And that's when me and the girl were like, uh-oh. And that's when this guy was kind of not as fucked up as everybody. And he just watched a guy who took a header into his own wall get up and then try and sell him Amway products. And we're like, and then you look at his fridge and there'd be like a yacht. There'd be like a yacht on the fridge. It'd be like his dream for like put a year on it. Like in 2 years, I hope to have a boat. In 2 years, I hope to like travel to this place. So his refrigerator was this vision board. I don't want to ever knock anybody for optimistic thinking or knock somebody. I don't want to call somebody stupid for trying to do a non-traditional path to change their life because we have success in showbiz. Yes. So I can't, it's that it is predatory only if you find somebody that's, I will say people are suckers. Stupid's a strong word, but if you got suckers, then all right, like it's predatory. The MLM thing's predatory, and that's what's sinister about it. But how many times, like, could you guys come to my show? Bringer shows are fucking predatory.
Yes, they are. They're an assault.
Yeah. You're a producer? Produce the audience then. I'm here to tell jokes.
Boom, boom. I actually have one other kind of MLM thing.
Mm-hmm.
This guy I worked with, he kept trying to get. He left the restaurant and he would come back and have drinks at the bar, just normal shit. And then he was for a while trying to sell us prepaid legal advice.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. And it was like,
How is that?
I don't know.
give me $30. All right, you ever get caught with 8 pounds of heroin
Yeah, that's what
at the El Paso border
Exactly,
crossing? This is what you do. It's only specific to things that happen to him.
But it was like he was like, no, you pay me this much, and you'll have this like lawyers will review this big a contract for no fee up to this point. And I just like remember like exactly like what you said, like just now, the same kind of joke. Like, I mean, I drank and drove. I'm not proud of it, and like
Yeah.
luckily I never caught anything. You know,
Yeah.
like I never hurt anyone. Thank Christ. But I could just remember I was thinking like, oh yeah, so I get in jail for vehicular manslaughter, and I'm like, yeah, I got a lawyer, best that $84 a month can buy. You know,
You're going through note cards of what you wrote down when he's
Yeah.
telling you because it was prepaid, you know?
yeah,
Isn't that wait, like prepaid is what a retainer is.
yeah.
So
But
he was trying to
this
just
is
be
like-
like, he
this
was
is
trying to be
like-
like a lawyer on retainer, but a guy you met at a bar.
this was like you're kind of like it fell almost into that legal space of like your bit about the provider, not you can't call him a doctor. Like
Yeah.
in that bit of yours, it's very much the same thing as like it's I'm not on retainer because that would imply that I'm actually your lawyer. It was more like yeah. It was
That's-
one of these weird distinctions language wise that like
I like that hustle though. That's funny. I mean, the best like if you have like everybody's got like a relative that's going to offer you the best kind of legal advice. Like I have one. It's like, you know, cousin that's not a cousin, or whoever, older
Yeah.
relative. But it's like, oh yeah, one time I was drunk. I wedged my car underneath a semi-trailer. I just kept my mouth shut when the paramedics got there. I said, I'm in shock. Gotta go to the ER. So they couldn't smell my breath. Never buy a nice car. I pay $500 for a car. If it breaks down, I sign off the title. I leave it on the side of the road. Like, all right.
there are ways around. Well, I gave someone a car when I left LA after I got back to New York during the pandemic
Yeah.
because I bought a car from somebody. Then I gave it to them. I was like, whatever happened to that car? And he goes, I don't know. Like, he just I was like, he goes, no, I left it somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's a few of those around.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, okay, man, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, those are
We've all been through that part. We've all been through that part of life. Nobody grew up rich where you like you just been in a car that breaks and you're like, somebody take this. So, cars for kids. Get it out of here.
Oh my God, dude.
It's not, I'm not selling it.
I have had 3 cars go to Cars for Kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've driven them till they were all donate cars.
Yeah. Yeah. And I fucking Augie, you know, the great Augie Smith, I helped him move and they gave me Julie's old 4Runner because they were going to sell it for like whatever. And they were like, you can just have it. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, that's great. Thank you. And then 3 weeks later, its transmission blew in the Terwilliger curves of Portland, which is like,
That's where my house is.
it's horrifying. Like, like the middle of the highway. And then 2 rival tow truck drivers showed up to tow me, and they got in a fight in front of me while traffic was just like whirring by. Yeah.
Why? Why are they? What is it on?
I think they were for the same company. They worked for the same company or whatever, but like they both got the same call, you know. And she's just like this. It was a man and a woman too, and she just like was mad at the guy because I guess she hit him like 5 times, and he just put us in. Yeah, he just put us in his truck.
God, that's one of those like that'd be a bad relationship, but for 3 months that'd be a wild ride. It's my new girlfriend, RJ. She's a tow truck driver.
Oh my God!
She's in the background putting a guy's head through a jukebox at the bar.
I told you, never hit D9. Boom.
Sorry, babe. Got to get those popcorn shrimp to go. I think the cops are on their way.
Let's go fuck in the back of your rig. Oh God, cars for kids.
I once had to get my car towed, and it was just like late at night. I had nothing going on. The guy's like, got another call because mine was on a flatbed, and he could tow another one behind it. I'm like, yeah, you can go get it. I just hung out with this guy and drove around with him all night. He was a nice enough guy. I had nothing going on. I'm like, I'll sit and meet somebody.
Probably a great guy.
He was. I was like, yeah, go get it, man. I got nothing going on. If you want to sit here and shoot the shit.
Did he say anything weird?
I don't remember any of the conversation. I remember it was just like, I'm hanging out with somebody tonight. Made a new friend.
Made a new friend. Oh, buddy. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know why I'm alive still.
Yeah, I don't either. You should be in the trunk of some poor setup victim's car.
The thing about tow trucks, they don't have trunks, so you're safe.
Well, I'm saying he's gonna put you in the back of the other car. That person's the murderer.
Oh yeah, he could have done that.
Yeah,
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad
Man.
we're friends. All right, we'll be right back after this ad. We've been talking about multi-level marketing systems for maybe 2 minutes of this hour and 15-minute recording so far.
All right.
That was a great ad.
It was a great ad. Man, did you guys buy some stuff? Thanks.
Hey, do you want to buy more stuff?
You know what it is people ask us to sell it, and then we ask you to buy it, and then we ask you to enter a code so we get a kickback from what you buy if you heard it from us.
That's Kyle
and if
Shane Naft for 50%
if you
off
told somebody
of your 3D printers. Make your own guns.
Oh no.
That is like the people that want to make money doing the multi-level, like we'll take out ads and everything. We'll just spend the cash. You ever see like make $10,000 fast? And it was like a blip newspaper ad. Call this number. And it would just say like, well, I sell advertising space. Tell other people to take out ads. What is an MLM? Let's go to the research. According to the Federal Trade Commission, businesses that involve selling products to family and friends and recruiting other people to do the same are called multi-level marketing, network marketing, or direct marketing. For an MLM to be compliant, i.e. legal and not a pyramid scheme, it must adhere to the 70% rule that at least 70% of all goods sold must be purchased by non-distributors. So... Okay.
All right. Well, at least
there's an actual easy number to fudge.
Yeah, but I do like that. Oh, actually, we're not an MLM because we 65% of our product is bought.
Yeah,
by people who aren't selling it for us.
I will. Yeah, Charlene made the note after emailing us the research that said, "Surprise! Not a lot of positives about MLM."
I think she said there's none, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't find any.
I mean, I had a positive going to that guy's house and watching my boss fall over drunk playing ping pong and then try and sell. And you know what? I remember a part where he was telling somebody, this is mid to late 90s. So the internet was around. I was barely tinkering with it. But when you think about Amazon, I remember being like, you could also just buy your toilet paper and have it delivered instead of having to go to the store. I remember him saying that to somebody and they're like, well, that's pretty crazy. So to his credit, that whatever he was into was predicting shopping as it is now.
Yes. God.
I hope he's a fucking multimillionaire somewhere. I hope he's on a yacht.
I mean, he's not a bad person. It doesn't seem. Let's hope he got his money in an honest way, but
yeah, but what if it was one of those it was like a Bitcoin thing where now it's like skeezy, but if you just knew about it earlier, where he's like, no, you just can order all the necessities, stuff that you don't need to go into a store and try on or comparison shop.
Yeah.
It'll just be delivered to your house. People just do that with their groceries all the time now. He was involved with that 25 years ago. So kudos to him on that one.
I mean, I guess Amazon feels kind of like an MLM in the fact that they just take a nibble off of everything they sell.
Yeah, it's that weird providing a marketplace
Yeah.
kind of thing. Which
Yeah.
I just now, because I just Amazon's like I try to find it on eBay. I don't know if it's any better. I just try and I don't want to fall into how easy it is to buy things on Amazon.
Oh, it's pretty fucking easy. According to the research, profits ? I love this, Charlene. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah,
How many people do you think lose money? Are you looking at it right now? Don't look
Yeah.
at it if you are. Ah, shit.
but I could have guessed that number.
Yeah. 99% of recruited sellers lose money in an MLM.
That's
That
like
is
99. That's a comedy
fucking-
number.
God, that's
I take that back. I know a couple twins. Their parents were in on a pyramid type thing, but real early on, so they actually were loaded. And they would talk about going to like the parties and the kind of conventions where people would come up to them when they were little kids and say like, your parents changed my life because they got in real
Oh.
early and got other people in semi early on I'm assuming a product that was easy to sell that people did want to buy before the schism about.
yeah.
So that
Like
is
Mary
that
Kay
is-
or something kind of.
yeah, that is one of the they were loaded.
That's weird to think it like. You think about it like, so the people come up to these kids and be like, your parents changed my life. Their
Yeah.
life is better
Mm-hmm.
from doing a bad thing. Like,
Yeah, I was
There's-
like,
yeah,
there's
like you-
hundreds of other.
But
people.
why
yeah,
was
you know,
it
that's what
but-
I'm saying. Like,
But again, okay, so we'll get into like mind control techniques. Like, why would anybody join a cult? Same thing. Why would this is from the Huffington Post, which I believe is its own fucking cult.
Yeah.
yeah.
I look at Huffington Post and say, like, if I see something from Fox News or Huffington Post, I'm like, nah. But like, oh, you're the devil face on two sides of the coin.
HuffPo and CrossFit are the same goddamn thing to me. Just they're
Uh,
white women telling me what I'm doing wrong. Kind of it. Oh man.
But
Uh.
if it is something that people want to buy, I don't like. If you want to do it, do it. The failure rate is amazing. It's just like the lottery to me. You want to throw your money away on the lottery? That's your money to do what you want. This is your time to go pester your family and friends. I think it's skeezy. I think there's some personal responsibility here.
Yeah, it is. I think your lottery ticket thing is a pretty good example. To me, it's almost the same thing as going to a casino and playing poker.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
You're taking like,
this article is it's addressing Mary Kay, so the cosmetics. And so we're talking about Caitlin Ruiz, is a 30-year-old resident of Tucson. And so she fell for it in her early 20s. And this is where it's okay, where it's like she had a lot of student debt that she wanted to pay off, and her coworkers upline assured her she could put an extra $400 or $500 a month
Oh.
towards her loans by work. They promise you the world and all the flexibility
Upline.
that you want.
That's one of the
they
words
make
I
it seem like this big secret that nobody knows about, and she fell for it. I don't know. She fell for it in 2012. That's no.
it's a little.
If it's like
shell.
1987 and you fell for it, okay.
God damn it.
But you see those pink Mary Kay cars all over the place.
I mean, that's marketing.
but you win them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
LuLaRoe, I think I've heard of this one.
Oh, there's a documentary about that one.
That's why I think I've heard this. This is the like cute pants company or whatever.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just another clothes selling like shipping empire of
Yeah.
bullshit. God damn it, dude.
But they also were selling a product people liked, and then the quality of the product diminished.
Yep.
So that's a manufacturer fucking over all the salespeople. You got them to sell something that was a good product, which is why it was going somewhere, and then you cheaped out on the manufacturer.
yeah, you didn't have to be a greedy bastard.
So I don't even think that, like, you're selling false hope to people.
Mm-hmm.
But what isn't false hope? What isn't like magic potions that it's going to make your ass fat or skinny, whichever you want. What is Hims? Are we even sponsored by Hims? It's just a company for dudes, and it's like anything wrong with you and you're a dude, get Hims.
Yeah.
Is your dick
It's
not
male
big
goop.
enough or your hair not big enough? It seems like we got you at Hims. I don't think we said no to it, but they probably sponsor another podcast on this network. Because again, they're spending all the money they can to get this advertising out there. Who cares if the product works or not? Just pester people enough that they'll want to try it. Get it for free with this code. They're going to get it in your hands.
Be so unbearable that people giving you money is the solution to get you to go away.
Yeah, wear somebody down.
Yeah. God. Oh, man.
You know, like the pickup artist.
Oh, this is what we're going to do for good.
Wait till you're exhausted to kiss you.
10 signs. This will be our good. Somebody wrote an article called 10 Signs of Business is an MLM Scheme. So MLMs are not good, but this is a good thing to know about MLMs.
It's so easy to know, though.
Not for some of these. It keeps happening. If they advertise on podcast. Outrageous or unfounded product claims. Wild claims is seen most in health and wellness companies and Hims, in which reps boast their products cure ailments or work miracles. Outlandish hype is a red flag.
90% of all podcast advertisements.
Yes. Try your alpha brain. Or, drink this tummy tea, whatever people are selling. Yeah. It's high pressure sales tactics. Any effort a representative makes to prevent you from studying the company, talking to others, or sleeping on it isn't someone you want to work with. Good piece of advice. Yeah.
All these bullet points can be summed up as shady as fuck.
Don't be afraid to ask hard questions. If you don't get solid answers or chastised for not being a positive thinker, whoa, you're not being a positive thinker? Yikes. That's a real good one. Yeah, I like that. Expensive ongoing training. Some Amway reps got into a bit of hot water for the sales of tapes the reps created and sold. Most representative teams in the companies have free training either locally or online. Well, they may also have additional training videos that you can buy. There shouldn't be pressure to do so. Yeah. Okay.
How much of this does sound like when the vaccine came out? I was all about just get the vaccine. People are like, well, but I would just have questions. Oh, you got questions? The scientists answered the questions. Just take the fucking vaccine.
Oh, 100%.
Oops. Wow. I'm arguing against my own beliefs now. Whoopsie. Well, I like with this Huffington Post thing because it's about why are cults and MLMs the same. It's interesting because they're talking about the bite model. This is what cults use to because you always see you don't always see cults, but you wonder how can somebody fall for a cult? I'm dipping into a bit that I've done before, but you only see the cults that go bad. Those are the ones you hear about. There's some that are doing fine. And that's why they're not getting documentaries made about them. They're just off in the woods, fucking wearing linens and eating the vegetables they grew themselves. And if you're part of one of those, hit me up. I might need to pivot away from comedy soon.
Yeah, they're doing.
Too old.
Yep, and they're playing volleyball in high school gyms and doing weird.
But they're not mean about it. They're just like everybody's on everybody's team, so you don't have to get competitive. It's more for exercise. Behavior control. Dictating who a person is, restricting what types of food they eat, what they wear, when they sleep, and who they're allowed with. That's weird. Individualism is discouraged and groupthink is encouraged. That's you meet up at those big group you got to get all rah about it. That makes sense. So that's also church.
Yes, don't be no, be yes. It's that kind of
Think
shit.
about how this is all what church is also. This is fucking church.
For sure.
Information control. That's self-explanatory, limiting the same thing you're saying. If you're what information they'll allow you to think, being negative about stuff. Encouraging spying on each other. Pretty cool. That's also church, except they trick you to spy on yourself. Remember confession?
Oh.
Hey, old man who said you can never have sex, let me go in this little room and talk to you about how I beat off too much.
And while you
this
beat
is
off
healthy
in that room.
This is cool and healthy, and I'm glad our parents thought this was the thing. Can you? Is there a parent? Now, I don't fault my parents. They didn't know. That's just what you did. Is there anybody? I love hearing that like Catholicism's numbers are dwindling.
Yeah.
Fucking good. That shit should be obsolete.
Mhm,
Just let us tax them.
mhm.
Oh
God.
yes,
That would feel
yes,
so good to see churches get taxed.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. They are a for-profit business. Tell me
Yeah.
it's not for profit when you're around like gold and stained glass and ornate sculpture. Oh, did everybody do this for free?
Yeah.
People build this for free? Oh, you paid them? Because I gave you money? There's homeless people sleeping in front of a church.
Mhm.
Aren't they allowed in? They should be
Yeah.
inside because
Yeah.
you're a church. Come one, come all, that type of shit. Oh no, we can't have them sleeping in here.
Mm.
Tax these fucking churches. Thought control. We already
Mm.
did that one.
Cryptic job
That's
interview is
information,
another
isn't it?
thing.
Emotional control. The cult instills irrational fears about leaving or questioning the leader's authority.
This just makes me feel like you shouldn't get too close to anything you're dependent on.
Mm.
You know?
Art of deception. That's calling it an art's a bit much. But yeah, being deceptive of somebody.
Yeah.
There was a great, oh God, I wish I could remember the name of the podcast. And it was all MLMs. And this woman kind of explored all the different ones and which ones like kind of rated them. This one seems like it's a little skeezy, but like people enjoy the products and they're
was
not
called The
it's-
Dream, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
it was
dream
so
was
good.
great.
Oh, this was a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to give that. You guys should listen to
That's
that too after you listen to
That's
this.
a really good listen. There's another one called The Opportunist also, because it's a
Okay.
little bit true crimey, but it's also how it's like, but cult leaders, but people that just somehow manage to completely take advantage of
Yeah.
another person or a group of people. And it does explain, they interview the people and how they fell for all these tactics. And that's fascinating that somebody that's articulate and doesn't sound stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but are in a point in their life where they just need something and somebody will love bomb them. Here's
And
somebody that doesn't feel.
you need something to hold on to.
You got
you
got like a housewife that's not feeling requited, in her relationship and doesn't have anything going on. And somebody comes in, you're great, you're fabulous, you're beautiful. Come with us. We're going to help you make your own money. You're going to get out of this relationship because you're going to be financially independent.
Mm-hmm.
It makes more sense on how somebody could get caught up in this.
Yeah,
stuff.
there's other it's not. I think we love to dismiss that everyone is just dumb who falls for this. We
Yeah.
being society, but there's contributing factors to all of these things. So like, it's not just they're an idiot and they got taken to school and now they owe $50,000 for all these pants they bought. So I think there should be some more humanity about looking at these people. Like, how did you get caught up in this? Like with cults and with these MLMs and stuff.
That's why I'm fascinated with cults. It's like, because somehow a normal person got caught up in that. This is great. Tactic number 3, financial exploitation. It says if MLMs were legitimate businesses, there wouldn't need to be such a strong emphasis on recruitment. Retail sales would support the business model.
Mm-hmm.
So it is all like the product is secondary to the recruitment.
There's nothing like having a workforce you don't have to pay that you make buy your product.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty
Yeah.
It's I think you think there's like ever people like who are like just taking a cold hard look at themselves in the mirror and like, well, I am a sociopath, so I could go MLM or cult leader. Like they're so close to one another. The people who like sit at the top of these things. Yeah.
Well, and
some of them are both, because like, what is that new documentary, Twin Flames, whatever it is? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh yeah, I haven't started watching that one.
That's what Kyle and I are calling our wrestling team.
It's really good, but it's basically about like everyone in this world has like one other person that's their twin flame that they're going to find. And so they end up recruiting all of these people that are looking for love. And you have to go through these sessions that you have to pay for in order to find your twin flame. So you're buying all of these sessions, and then you have to coach other people. So then you're coaching others. So then you're recruiting people to do something that is impossible, which is find your one true love over the fucking Zoom call.
Love, man, it's the ultimate pyramid scheme, dude. Because when you're in a relationship, you want your friends to be in relationships so you could do relationship stuff with them.
Yep.
Nobody on this world should be single when you're in love, man. Fucking let me sit on a stool and rap with you about this, dude.
Oh,
Anyway, there's a
that
ton of
one
calls also.
that is a $1 billion thievery idea. God damn.
Mhm.
Charlene, you never shared with us. Do you have any, before we go to break, do you have any experience with multi-level marketing systems?
No, I do not.
Or sex cults?
Oh, I guess. I mean,
Why it gotta be sex?
yeah. Like I worked at a call center for like 2 days. And I don't know if it was an MLM, but we were basically selling some sort of dental insurance. So you're cold calling people and selling them dental insurance. And I got this guy on the line that was like 95 years old and he didn't have any teeth. But the questions that you're supposed to ask lead you to like, and he bought the freaking dental insurance with no teeth. And I was like, I quit. I can't. This is not okay. I quit.
Go.
So it's like
You getting something you don't even have insured.
And I kept being like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay," because you said, "Yeah." That means you bought it, basically.
God, whoa.
Yep.
That's another good. I don't know if it's you wouldn't call it MLM, but that call center documentary that's out on HBO right now.
My man buying earthquake insurance. He live on a boat.
Yeah, we should also actually. We should defend insurance companies. That'd be a good subject for us.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much to defend about the MLMs. I think it's more of defending the people that can get involved.
Yeah, I think that's where we go. Is like some of these people got in over their heads, and they're a little bit.
Well, and you think like good money after bad too, where like, well, I've already invested this much.
Yeah.
What do I just quit and say I lost 10 grand, or do I keep putting?
Yes, you
a
do.
little bit more in, like maybe this. Like, it's the gambling thing. Like I've already gambled this much, but if I stop now, I bet you next week is the week that the slot machine I play on would have paid out. You know?
Yeah, and that's like the yes, and that's that thing of like it's the inverse of almost like the idea of a gambler who wins, who only put down 10 grand when he thought he could have put down 50 to win. You know, like it's like they think about what they're losing by not betting more, which is also completely fucked.
It's a sunk cost.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, the callers.
Sunk cost.
The callers.
Let's talk to these folks.
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor, Amway. 60 years in the biz. And we are back. Thanks to Betsy.
Here.
Thanks to former Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, head of Amway, who homeschooled her children. Check out that episode from last week.
Oh, God, that's right.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah. So just a fun fact, if you missed last week's episode, go back to that. There's not any Betsy DeVos talk, but she sucks.
Did she homeschool her kids too?
Yep.
That was like she was a Secretary of Education. And it was like, that was one of the.
She was the head of Amway?
Yeah. Her family started
Jesus.
it. I don't know if she was the head of it,
Christ.
but yeah. So this is such a fucking, I'll tell you exactly how she got that job. Same way they built Amway. It's like, well, yeah, of course I homeschool my kids. That's what you need to like, that's like the thing. Her pitch for her getting that job was the same way you pitch an Amway
You
product.
can't have them getting in that's, at what point is homeschooling just information control?
Yeah.
But we were defending it. Okay. Anyway.
Go back last week. Share all these episodes. We need your help.
I'm guessing nobody had good things to say.
I'm guessing not. Okay, well, this first one Charlene posted as far as it just says rant. So.
Shane, Kyle, Charlene, thank you for your wonderful show. Multi-level marketing. Fucking Carl Renborg, of course he's named Renborg, invents all of his vitamins in like the 20s or 30s or something, invents multi-level marketing to sell them. Then he cons some idiots into being his salespeople. Those idiots start Amway, an even worse multi-level marketing campaign. And of course, this all happened in the 30s and 40s and 50s because it's the only place it could happen is America at the height of the Protestant patriarchy. Because you had a bunch of just housewives that weren't allowed to do anything or go be educated. And they're like, I need purpose in my life. And so they just burn up a bunch of their husband's money buying this stuff and trying to get their friends to sell it. Fast forward to the modern era.
Okay.
And the sister of murderer for hire Eric Prince marries into the Amway fortune and then becomes our Secretary of Education? No.
Is that the end?
Yes.
It just ends with no.
Love this guy. Very.
I argue that religion invented MLM, but
Yeah.
there's a more modern take.
Well, what is a Eucharist but a vitamin D pill when you really think about it?
Vitamin D's Christs.
Vitamin D,
Decent.
get that God in you.
Uh,
Love that guy.
I like the passion, man. Thank you.
It's a heartwarming tale.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, this is going to be a bit on the heartwarming side, but I have watched many people fall into MLMs, fall flat on their face, and then end up walking away truly in a hole, and they just, without the MLM, they just dig themselves out of that hole, and they end up getting so much better professionally and personally. And I watched it happen to a bunch of girls that are my age, that are now in their mid-30s. And it's kind of incredible how apparently failing at an MLM might teach you more about how to be an adult than anything else apparently had. That's my take.
Silver lining.
It's like here's a hurdle that teaches you a lot of lessons. Here's your financial boot camp that you entered.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your money. We're going to clobber you. And then you're going to go into the world a little wiser.
Yeah. Gotta take your lumps. MLM gossip?
It's like
Or,
everybody's
Kyle.
going to have one. Everybody should have one divorce, right?
Your second marriage. That's
one
a marriage.
divorce. No marriages or at least one divorce. That's the only people I'll trust.
Let's try and go out on a little salacious. Good for letting you know which of your friends are dumb.
All right. Meow meow. First off, MLMs though. At least when you see your friend posting about their MLM or whatever the hell they signed up for, if you're able to not fall for it, if you're of the right mind and you know how to recognize those that are just scams, they're good for letting you know which one of your friends are easily brainwashed. I mean, like, you can go ahead and, your friend starts posting about beauty products or whatever the heck, and you know that she ain't, she's just getting screwed over just as bad as anybody else in that their business. Kind of lets you know that, hey, maybe I'm not going to trust Katie with watching my kids this weekend. Something like that. I'm not saying everybody who falls for MLMs are dumb, but you need to go ahead and maybe be a little more critical thinking about it. Anyways, thank you guys. Love the show. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you for the. I think I don't equate somebody falling for MLMs as somebody who shouldn't be trusted with scissors.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is you're letting emotions get in the way of reality.
Agreed.
I think when you fall for that stuff. And they come in so many different shades and colors that it could be hard. Like we know the LuLaRoe, Amway, or these ones, but there's some that you don't know about, and they may be pitched not in this standard way that make them a little more camouflaged.
Yes.
I can't think of anybody that.
What's gonna do?
I can't, like, it's always been like high school or something where it's a way to make money. You don't know any better. You try it right away. You fall.
Yeah,
out.
that's I don't know. Yeah, anybody. I don't know anybody who has done that in my life now that I could think.
Have you ever been straight up scammed? Like
I'm sure-
falling
I'm-
for a thing.
I bet I have. I can't. Nothing comes to mind, but I bet I have. I bet.
Charlene, you ever been just scammed?
No, but I was at Thanksgiving and this girl had just gotten full on scammed. Like she even went to the store and bought the gift card and everything.
Oh,
And
okay.
she wasn't dumb. She wasn't dumb. And as she's telling the story, she's like, I can't believe. She was just like, at the time, I was working at a like rape call center. So like everything was, we need to solve the problem immediately. And they called me and they said that I was wanted in Mexico. Someone was using my social security number to commit felonies. And I was like, oh, I got that call.
Really?
Because I did get that call also. But I just told the guy that I thought he was a scammer and she fell for it. But I think it's important to note that, like, depending on where you are emotionally at the time, like, it's a lot easier to fall for something when you're not at a point where you can critically think because you're emotionally drained.
People get married to people because they're emotionally drained and aren't thinking clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we gonna fix this relationship? We'll stay together forever. That'll fix
We'll have
it.
a kid.
Yeah.
Have a baby at our failing marriage.
Parenthood, multi-level marketing. You're just having a kid hoping that eventually they have kids because you don't want to be you want to be a nice grandparent.
100%.
The population is a pyramid scheme, man. It's all multi-level marketing, man.
Here we go. Last call. This last call is entitled Provide Community.
It's weird that I saw your reel on Facebook because me and my wife were just talking about this yesterday. And the thing with MLMs and, like, I don't know, pyramid schemes in general is they provide community for people who would otherwise never have a community. It's like has to do with like a breakdown of families. There's no churches really anymore. There's no like family in general, extended families coming together. So what the MLMs are doing is they are basically just taking over that space for people and creating a community. And especially for people that are already starved for them and in our horrible world of loneliness, it creates something to do. Just a thought. Take care.
Appreciate the call. Agreed. What we're running
Thank
out
you.
of churches?
I think what he's saying
We
is
are
like
not.
it's in reference to your dwindling numbers of church. I think it's what he's saying is like people who, I think what the point he's trying to make is that like some people don't have communities, like they just work or they just have their like. They don't have a church.
But
So,
I mean,
and if you're not a religious person,
financially, there's a lot of other things you can do for community.
yeah, but he's saying it does feel
harass
that
your family and friends.
I mean, agreed, but I will say when I saw that convention for the Herbalife thing in Detroit,
yeah,
like that.
The
so
love
like
bombing.
I think that's the
provides
point he's
love
making.
bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not a surprise this week, but MLMs are really, really fucking bad, and if you know. There's probably some kind of consumer advocacy group for you somewhere in the world that could help you.
I mean, there's a lot of pitfalls in life, and that's one of them.
People make mistakes. What if you're in one? If you think you're in one, maybe really really think about what's going on.
But what about the people that are in them but are good at it?
You're soulless fucks. You know what you're doing.
But well, the whole thing is the 1% that did make it probably got in early. Maybe it was a product people like. They don't have to do anything anymore.
Yeah, but my point is,
all the people under them have. There's somebody who's making a bunch of money because, I mean, say you got the product and this is the model you're going to use. You invest everything. You get all these people to try and sell it, and it could die right there. That's where it dies for most people because it's already saturated. How many people try to sell you Herbalife or something in your life? It'll get to a point of saturation.
You run out of people. Yeah,
but there's somebody that has a product out there and they believe in it, and they're going to use this shady model. But if it's something nobody's thought about yet, that will get somebody excited to sell it. You get that person excited to sell that thing.
I see your point.
But you're
You're wrong.
morally bankrupt.
You're morally bankrupt. Like it's working as a
Oh,
way
yeah,
for you
by
to make. That's
using the
that's
method,
where I
yeah.
am. Like there's no way now people don't hear about the way they're doing this. Doesn't like
I dislike
could see you getting to a level.
99% of all sales I despise.
I could see you I could see you getting to a level in this business where you like make money and you're like, oh, they're just not sellers. That's the contract. You know, like and like lying to yourself about it. It's like, but I still believe in my super blenders or whatever the fuck it is. But there's no point now where you can't hear this if you are deeply immersed in this world, which I am not. And I know how bad they are. And at least not if you want to steal, just don't fucking lie to me anymore and tell me you don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
But there is that element, like the old timey, like the Cutco knives. Look at this. It cuts through a can. Remember seeing the commercials for that.
Yeah.
That was also an MLM thing. But if part of me thinks if you're like in the olden days of like, God forbid I call out the pre-internet days when you weren't going to be aware of something.
Yeah.
The world had to bring something to show you. You couldn't just go on your computer and find out anything you wanted. So somebody went to your door with this amazing set of knives, and you're like, my knives suck. I never thought I wanted good knives. But as a dude, you look at knives cutting through cans. You're like, I eat steaks. I need this knife. This knife is great. And the guy's, hey, you just bought that set? Check it out. You see how easy it was for me to sell you this set of knives? Because you like these knives? Are you going to tell your friends about these knives? They don't have these knives. What if I could tell you could buy 10 sets of these knives for pennies on the dollar and sell them to your friends? Shit, I already like these knives. I fell for it. I already bought them. I bet I could sell these. And then that pitch goes on and on. That's the early days of it. And it doesn't sound as sinister in that time frame as it does now.
Yes.
That doesn't sound
it does
predatory to me.
I just don't like, I don't know why, like, hey, why can't I just sell your knives for you and then give you some of the money if I sell the knives?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, can't do that. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, they won't let me.
But everybody who is in sales is the start of an MLM. Here's a boss of the product. I need somebody to sell it.
Yes.
You sold enough. Hey, you sold enough Chevys. Here's your own dealership. Now you hire salespeople.
Yeah, but your salespeople don't have to buy the trucks and then sell them.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, that is
the part.
Yeah, and
you don't have to buy, but they do have to
buy this truck. It's automatically less valuable now that you bought it, but sell it for more.
But they do have to buy them from Ford to stock their dealership.
The dealership does, but the individual doesn't. Like the sales force doesn't.
No, the sales force doesn't. You're right. All right, I talked myself right into
if we've learned anything this week, it's still that business has never found any way to make money new outside of fucking over people who are trying to use their product.
Yeah.
So capitalism's the devil.
Capitalism's the devil. Homeschool kids last week, they're right next to one another. Bookends, if you will.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Cutco Knives, Columbia Records, all of these things. Columbia House Records, sorry.
Columbia House, that was a great scam.
That
you
was
kids
a good
love stamps, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right. We have a lien against your house.
This has maybe been our longest episode.
It was fun.
It was a good time. Our thanks to everybody who listened, and especially to everyone who called in. And special shout out to the guy with a heartwarming tale who said these people learn to pull themselves once they walk away from the MLM. I thought that was the nice way of saying it. Also, very special shout out to the guy who messaged me on Instagram about playing the homeschool kids episode with the new guy he was working with, and then finding out that guy was homeschooled. Yeah. Kyle, thank you. I'm glad you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for having me on your shows last week at Talia Hall. Please tell people where they can find you coming up real quick.
Fucking Oklahoma City. Buy some goddamn tickets already.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sure my
fucking
bitterness will
radish
help.
farmers.
December 14th through the 16th. I think I've sold negative tickets. I think people have paid money to make sure they won't show up to these shows. Other than that, Kyle Kinane on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle? I got an idea. What if
What's
you
that?
had the one fan that bought tickets buy more tickets and then sell those tickets to your show?
Pay to play, baby.
Yeah.
That was a thing. That was early
Payola.
band days. I remember that. Yeah. No, you could do the show. You have to buy 50 tickets though.
Yeah. I never did that.
And
shit.
then you could play the show if you sell enough tickets. You could pay.
That was that was like same thing. Pay to go up at comedy. Guys, you can find me at shaneiscomedian.com. Coming up, I will be in New Orleans, Louisiana, Houma, Louisiana, and also Lake Charles, Louisiana, 14, 15, 16 of December. New Year's Eve, Portland, Oregon, Helium, my home club. Excited. Buy tickets for that because they're probably going to sell out. And here's why they're going to sell out, gang. Because your boy's got a big special coming out. December 10th, the blue-eyed Mexican, Shane Torres. That's the name of the special, not just a cool bandit nickname that I wish I had. It'll be on YouTube. I really, really would love it if you guys would watch it and share it. And I want it to go well. And if it doesn't go well, whatever I do to myself is your fault. Call in any 971-259-8302. We really appreciate you guys calling in and listening. Thank you so much. There have been talks of us doing this better. We'll see if
Oh.
All right. Of course, thank you to Charlene for finding all this information. And we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Goodbye for meow. This has been an All Things Comedy podcast. Bill Burr's multi-level marketing monster machine. Be angry and red.